they're off on their neutral lap. Neutral. Not slow, not fast, just in between, just like the Three Bears. Not too hot, not too cold, just right. And if I was reading the Three Bears story right now, I would say that is too slow, gentlemen. Pick up the pace. You are Cat 1-2s. You are embarrassing yourselves. And they're off. And it's a blistering not pace as the race starts. Oh, come on. It's not the neutral lap anymore. That lap counted, guys. That wasn't officially a lap. That's one lap gone. Feel free to race. Pennsylvania Lightning decides to finally pick up the tempo and show us what a Cat 1-2 race really looks like. That is Steven on the front. Pennsylvania Lightning's number 71, Patrick, takes over as we have a duo of Lightning dudes off the front, picking up the pace. Nate, as I told you earlier, is the man to watch out front, leading the way for a whole eighth of a lap as they come around with 46 laps to go. Nate sauntering to the back as Kevin briefly takes the lead. Hands it off, says, I don't want to pull right now. As Brian says, I will. And Kate, the diesel, says, no, not me either. Gideon out front now, leading the race with 44 laps to go. As these men will each take turns, keeping that pace high, not taking the win for very long, saving their energy, knowing that in 3 laps, they're going to be sprinting it out for our first sprint with 40 laps to go. Again, taking turns. There's Nate, my man Nate at the front again, trying to time his front duty so that he's back up when the sprint is on. Because whereas 2 laps away from that, we are 42 laps to go. They're going to start eyeballing each other, picking up the pace, and we have a first attack. James saying, I want it now, I am gone. The peloton a little slow to react, not quite going with him. James has got a gap. Kevin says, I can chase that down, at least get some points. They're in full attack mode. Looks like James has got the lead he needs to get the points. He's going to back off a little. Kevin's going to get second. Timo is going to pick up third. Nate in the sprint. That hurt a couple of the guys in the back now. And Kate, sorry Kate. But apparently they're all going to claw their way back on, and we're going to be all back together with 38 laps to go. Yes, again, for you who are following at home on your radios, 38 laps to go. Gideon setting a nice tempo, Kevin behind him, happy to be behind Gideon. Getting that nice Gideon draft. Gideon doing what he tells me never to do, which is put your hands on top of your bars during a race, Gideon. Hands in the drops, hands in the drops. Nate pulls off. But as a two-time Olympian, Gideon can do whatever he wants. Far be it from me to tell Gideon how to ride a bike. Right, Gideon? Looks like the pace is backed off a little. With 35 laps to go, Gideon at the front. Finally in the drops. But the group is all together. Nobody quite willing with 4 laps to go to our next sprint to pick up the pace and put their foot down and take control. Everybody's still looking around. Nate off the front. Still everybody sharing the load. Nobody wants to go. Looking around, seeing who's who, who's where. Who will make that first decisive move with 32 laps to go? Nate positioned nicely. As the pace still hasn't picked up with the bell about to ring. Who will be our winner of this next lap? Finally, they are off. Kevin outlead Nate in second. Told you. Gideon kind of thirdish there. Who's going to take this one? I think Nate is going to power around. No, Kevin, Nate, Gideon. And then I believe Patrick picked up fourth. But our peloton has officially split in two. Will these 6 riders stay off the front, work together, and leave the other 5 behind? Let us see. Will they keep the tempo up and work together? No. We are back together, ladies and gentlemen, with 28 laps to go. Timo leading the way right now with Patrick behind and my man Nate Koch now in front, pulling for 1/10 of a lap. Nobody yet willing to pull hard and pick up the pace. Perhaps we have someone now who is willing to put the hammer down. We have Michael with about a 10 bike length lead, and he does not look like he wants to pull up. He wants to keep going. Will somebody come across and help Michael, or will Michael do a solo? The pack's sort of working together, but not really in full anger yet. So Michael is going to stay away for at least a few more laps. Yes, as the peloton officially backs off, Michael gonna settle in, ride that tempo, and perhaps pick up in 4 laps a win in the next points. Look at Michael, he is just riding his tempo where he feels comfortable. He feels like he can hold this for a while, as he has about a little less than a half lap lead. The peloton's still not chasing. Nate saying, I'll pull you, but for just a little while. And finally, the pack says, let's go get him. As we have 1 lap to go till the next sprint. And there's the bell. There's the bell. That was the bell. Bell, bell, bell. And Michael holding off those 4, including my man Nate. Michael picks the win. Patrick comes in second. Nate takes third. And now Steven says, it's my turn. I am gone. Nate sees that and says, we got to reel this guy in, not let him get off. So he and Gideon are going to work together, along with Patrick and Michael, see if they can't reel him in before he gets too far away. Michael's setting a nice tempo out front. And they apparently have thrown in the towel. Michael is gone, ladies and gentlemen. He is G-O-N-E, gone. So the question is, strategically, what does he want to do? He should want to stay away and pick up the next sprint at 10 laps to go and then catch the field. But the field is definitely slowing down. So Michael better slow down. I mean, Steven, sorry. My bad. Steven, what are you doing? Slow down. Apparently, he is interested in catching the field.
Keep going.
Steven impatiently going to catch the field here quickly and get his 20 points, foregoing the 5 he would have gotten in 5 more laps. And it is official. Big round of applause for lapping the field, Steven. And now we have Michael, Patrick, and Nate, and Kevin. Perhaps wanting to get a little separation from the 5 riders behind. Are they going to continue working together, or will they slow down enough and let those guys catch back on? It looks like the latter, as they have slowed down again with 11 laps to go. We're going to get a bell here. Kevin out front, followed by Patrick, followed by Steven, followed by Nate Coke. Kevin going hard, but Steven saying, nope, not Steven, sorry, Patrick saying it's mine. And of course, my man Nate getting some more pointies. Proving that Nate is a points racer. With 9 laps to go. Looks like everyone is content to settle in for that final sprint of the evening. Everybody going to get a chance to recharge their batteries, get that lactic acid out of their system, and prepare for that final blistering sprint. Gideon sitting out front, Michael behind, then comes Kevin. Looks like Todd and Kate are going to catch back on too, with 6 laps to go. 6 laps to go. Michael picking up the tempo again, animating this group, saying, I am going to go. I can make it to the end. Nobody willing to chase. Michael is gone again. Vance saying, not yet. Vance has got to cover a lot of territory, though he does have 4 laps to do it. Can Vance cover the territory? Kevin looking around, seeing who's going to chase. Nobody from the peloton willing to go chase with 3 laps to go. Michael's still sitting comfortably in front, pushing that nice hard tempo, hard enough to keep Vance off and the peloton, but not so hard he's going to tire himself out. The peloton's still not chasing. Although James is now on the prowl with 2 laps to go. So we have Michael, Vance, then James, then Patrick. We are all spread out.
Come on, one more.
Looks like Michael's easily going to take the win. Vance is going to hold off for second, then James, then Patrick.